In this part of the world, we celebrate an individual aging, and gray hairs are one of the earliest signs that tells us that an individual is aging. But it would interest us to know that even with gray hairs, it is not only aging that makes an individual hair to become gray. There are other factors that leads to this, and this is what we want to discuss in this edition of Body Gist. I am Sister Ozo Augusta. I am a sister of Sandy. I am also a nurse and a midwife. If you are just joining us on Body Gist, I say welcome to you. And to those of you returning, you are the real VIPs, Do not go away. We'll be right back. Usually, people do not develop gray hair until they start aging. This is because as one gets older and as one grows older, the body produces less of melanin. Melanin is that color pigment that gives the hair its color. So as one ages, there is a reduction in the production of melanin, and this is what causes an individual hair to become gray. Whatever hair color you may have, it is certain that when you attain a certain age, most especially when one is aging, one's hair begins to turn gray. But even without aging, there are certain conditions that predisposes an individual to come down with gray hair. The first I would like to talk about is stress. With stressful conditions, with chronic stress, the individual releases, the body of the individual releases a hormone that is called the cortisol. And what does this cortisol do? It disrupts the natural pigmentation process in the hair follicles. High level of cortisol in the body can lead to a decrease in the production of melanin. Melanin is that color pigment that gives the hair its color. So with a decrease in the production of this melanin, the hair color begins to become gray. And as stressful condition increases, in no due time, you see the individual coming down with all gray hair, away from the normal color the individual once had, even without age. The number 2 factor I would like to talk about is smoking. Aside other dangers of smoking, one of the things smoking does is to release nicotine and other toxins into the body. What does these toxins do? They reduce the blood supply to the hair follicles, and of course they also disrupt the natural process of the pigmentation. This reduction in the flow of blood to the scalp can lead to a decrease in melanin production, and you know that this can lead to premature graying of the hair, because with a decrease in melanin production, melanin is that color pigment that gives the hair its color. So with a decrease in the production of melanin, it will cause premature graying. And with an individual who is a chain smoker and who smokes very often, this can lead the individual to come down with premature graying even without aging. Another fact that can cause graying or premature graying in an individual is certain health conditions, such as an individual who has vitiligo or even autoimmune disease or thyroid disorders. This can cause the individual's melanin production to be reduced, and of course this can lead to a change in the color of the hair, most especially turning the hair gray. Another factor we may need to consider are diets that lack the essential nutrients. So poor nutrition and diet can cause premature graying. A lack of essential nutrients can also contribute to premature graying. We may need to consider the fact that we need vitamins B12, vitamin B6, and vitamin D. They are particularly important to maintain healthy hair. Deficiency in these vitamins can impair melanin production and of course lead to premature graying that most people experience. Certain medications and side effects of certain drugs can also cause an individual to have premature graying of the hair. Hereditary or genetics can also play a role in an individual coming down with gray hair. In a study that was carried out and it was published in the journal in 2020, the Journal of Keman University of Medical Sciences, it noted that people are 3 to 5 times more likely to develop gray hair prematurely if their parents did the same before they turned the age 30. So hereditary or genetics may also play a role in an individual coming down with gray hair. Apart from hereditary and genetics, we would also discover that lifestyle may be a major problem to young persons coming down with gray hair. So persons who engage in smoking, the lifestyle we live, exposure to sunlight, all this can cause premature growing, and this may keep us worrying. And of course, some health conditions, I've said alopecia, thyroid dysfunctions. So if you're engaged in any of this and we feel that our growing is a thing of concern to us, like I would also always say, please visit your physician and get the adequate and right remedies to your problems. I still remain Sister Ozo Augusta, and this is still Body Gist. Let's see you in our next edition. Bye for now.